Hello and welcome back. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay informed on the latest news affecting the royal family. In the ever-shifting landscape of the British monarchy, few figures command as much public intrigue and admiration as Catherine, Princess of Wales. Beloved for her poise, her enduring grace under pressure, and her deep commitment to family and duty, Catherine now stands before a daunting threshold. The recent developments in King Charles III's health have only intensified the growing attention on her role, not just as the supportive wife of the future king, but as the eventual queen consort. And while royal watchers continue to speculate on timelines and transitions, one thing becomes increasingly clear: the pressures surrounding Catherine are immense, but her quiet strength remains unshaken. The recent revelation of King Charles's cancer diagnosis has served as a sobering reminder of the fragility of time, even within the seemingly immortal halls of Buckingham Palace. As the monarch steps back to receive treatment, eyes inevitably turn to the next generation, Prince William and Catherine. The responsibilities once more distant now loom nearer, and experts suggest that Catherine in particular is beginning to feel the full weight of what it means to one day become queen. But these pressures are not purely ceremonial or symbolic. They are personal. Catherine is not just preparing for a role, she is simultaneously navigating private challenges, including her own undisclosed health condition, for which she is undergoing chemotherapy. In a world where every royal engagement is dissected, every smile analyzed, and every absence questioned, her decision to step back temporarily from public duties drew both concern and curiosity. Yet when she returned, she did so with a renewed presence that reminded the public of why she is so deeply respected. Her appearance at the Irish Guards' St. Patrick's Day parade was emblematic. Donning a traditional green ensemble and carrying out her duties as Colonel of the Irish Guards, she appeared calm and composed, yet there was something different in her bearing. Perhaps it was the gravity of what she has endured, or the silent acknowledgement of what lies ahead. In either case, she carried herself with the kind of quiet dignity that has become her trademark, reinforcing her role not as a royal celebrity, but as a deeply committed public servant. And yet, Catherine does not walk this path alone. Within the royal family, a network of support has quietly formed around her. Queen Camilla, Princess Anne, and Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, have reportedly offered their guidance and companionship. These women, who have each carved out distinct roles within the institution, provide both precedent and personal wisdom. Camilla, once the subject of intense media scrutiny herself, understands better than most the pressures of being thrust into a senior royal role under public gaze. That shared understanding builds a bridge between generations and temperaments, between those who endured and those who are enduring now. Still, Catherine's role remains singular in its complexity. As the current Princess of Wales, she inhabits a title once held by the late Diana, a comparison that is inevitable and at times deeply unfair. Diana's legacy casts a long shadow, and Catherine has always acknowledged it with a mix of humility and quiet resolve. When she first assumed the title, she did so cautiously, aware of the emotional weight it carries for both the public and the institution. Yet, over time, she has made the role her own, shaping it through consistency, emotional intelligence, and a genuine affection for the causes she champions. This balancing act between history and modernity, between public life and private struggle, is perhaps most clearly visible in the way Catherine manages her image. Known globally for the so-called Kate effect, where items she wears sell out in minutes and trends are born overnight, she remains a fashion icon. But this comes with complications. The palace's decision to withhold information about her wardrobe during certain public appearances led to questions about transparency. In the digital age, where audiences expect both access and authenticity, the line between privacy and accountability grows increasingly fine. Further complicating matters is the pressure of constant media scrutiny. A recent incident involving a Mother's Day photograph released by Kensington Palace caused a wave of backlash after suspicions of digital manipulation arose. Catherine issued a rare public apology, taking responsibility for the edit and explaining her intention to capture a homemade moment with her children. The reaction was telling. While many rushed to her defense, citing her right to some measure of privacy, others pointed to the expectations that come with being a public figure, especially one so central to the future of the monarchy. And yet, even in the face of controversy, Catherine remains remarkably composed. Her resilience is not loud or defiant, it is quiet, steady, and perhaps all the more powerful for it. She understands the institution she serves, the family she protects, and the future she is helping to shape. And in doing so, she has emerged not simply as a wife or mother or royal, but as a leader in her own right. Experts now speculate that Catherine's influence within the monarchy is more significant than ever before. As Prince William continues to prepare for kingship, her role beside him becomes increasingly vital, not just as a partner but as a figure who commands trust from the public. Her connection with the British people, built over more than a decade of service, is rooted in authenticity. Whether meeting with families, supporting early childhood development, or quietly lending her voice to mental health initiatives, Catherine's impact is both measurable and meaningful. In this time of transition for the monarchy, the Princess of Wales symbolizes a blend of tradition and transformation. She carries with her the continuity of past generations while adapting to the complexities of a modern institution. There is no script for the path she walks. And yet, she walks it with an instinctive understanding of her role, her power, and the quiet strength she must wield. As the royal family continues to evolve, navigating a rapidly changing world, growing calls for transparency, and the shifting allegiances of public opinion, Catherine's presence offers something rare, a sense of calm in the midst of uncertainty. She is not immune to the pressures of royalty, but she is not defined by them either. Instead, she moves forward with a steady hand, aware of the expectations, yet unafraid to define her own legacy. And in doing so, Catherine, Princess of Wales, becomes more than a figure of admiration. She becomes a symbol of resilience, a queen in waiting, yes, but more importantly, a woman who understands the cost and the calling of her position. And with each careful step, she reminds us that leadership is not always loud. Sometimes it is simply the quiet determination to carry on with grace. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.